Hey, should you ever sell your land? Now, I know that question can be debated and everybody will have a different opinion on it, but should you sell your land? I want to tell you what happened last week in my business. We closed on 7 deals. 2 of them were unique in that one of them we had sold 5 times, and it was about $1 million property, and last week was the 5th time that I have been involved in listing and selling this piece of property. The other wasn't quite as glamorous. It was just a 40, but it sold too for the 5th time. I have been involved in every one of those 5 sales. And so if you buy into you never sell your land, what in the world is the story with those 2 properties? Now, I've gotten emails lots of times when I tell a story about selling a tract for a repeat or a second or third, 4th time. People go, what's wrong with the land? It always shocks me that that is always their primary question. What's wrong with that land? Nothing is wrong with it. In fact, both of these 2 tracts that we sold last week are really great properties. There's nothing wrong with them. I'm in the business of selling land. I'm a licensed land broker in 7 states. This is my business. I sell land. But the piece of advice I've given people more than anything else is this: don't sell your land unless you have to or unless you want to. The reason people sell their land, the reason I sold those tracts 5 times, is one of 2 reasons. Number 1, people change. I mean, it just happens. They get to be a certain place in their life, and maybe the kids are grown and the grandkids don't hunt, and now they don't hunt as much as they used to, and it's a long drive, and people are getting into a different phase of their life, health-wise or economically. Maybe they don't like to hunt as much as they used to. Maybe they don't enjoy all that work that goes into getting food plots ready and getting duck blinds cleaned out and getting the wasps out of deer stands. Maybe that's just no longer appealing to them anymore. And there's nothing wrong with that. People change. Let me tell you my own personal experience. I'm a big hunter. Been bow hunting for a number of years. That's all I do is bow hunt and duck hunted. Be honest with you, I haven't pulled a trigger in 2 years. This is my 2nd straight season that I haven't hunted a single day. Now, that's unusual for me. I mean, the last 15 years, I went as often as I could and pretty good at it. But for the last 2 years, I haven't hunted a single day. I made the personal choice, I'm just not going to hunt this year. And that choice has been made 2 years now. I've changed. I spend a lot of time on a golf course now, 3 minutes from my house with my family. I don't spend 70 sits a year in a bow stand anymore. So, yeah, I changed. People change, and sometimes that's a reason for them to want to sell their land. Now, the instances I'm giving you have to do with recreational properties, hunting land. And this same reason could apply to any type of rural real estate that you're involved with. You change, your interests change, your desires change, how you want to spend your time changes, and with that, you may want to sell your land. Second reason people sell their land and don't necessarily hold on to it is life changes. Now, maybe you haven't changed. Maybe you still desire to do the things that you have always wanted to do, but life has thrown you some curveballs. I'm 57 years old. I've experienced a little bit of life, maybe not as much as some of you, but even in that, we see that life changes. Divorces happen, deaths in the family, having to move, relocate across country, a number of things where life just becomes different. And when life becomes different or painful or a struggle or hard, and it may involve giving up a piece of recreational property, or it may involve giving up some land that you were going to develop. If you've come to the place in your life where you're different or life's different and you've got some property that you're thinking about selling, I want to encourage you with this. Give it some thought. Really consider what's involved, what'll happen, what things will look like if you sell that land. And then if you do decide to sell it, then get on with it. Set a good market value. Don't put some pie in the sky number that'll take 10 years to get. You've made the decision, then just sell it. Doesn't mean you're giving it away, but sell it for market value. Sell it today for what it's worth today. So put a good price on it. Get a hold of a professional that can help you. Do the things you got to do to make the land a little more appealing to the new buyer. Fix the gate, clean out the barn, cut some timber, get the brush from away from the pond. Whatever it is you got to do to make it a little more appealing, do those things and get on with it. Once you've made your decision, sell that land, move on to the next stage of your life. I'm just here to tell you, there is no shame, there's nothing wrong with selling your land if you want to or if you need to. Hey, thanks for watching our videos. Here's some more right here that talk about selling land. Maybe there's something in there that'll be helpful to you. Won't you watch?